U.S. stocks, they continue to tumble Friday afternoon, with the major markets on track to post their worst weekly loss since June, as investors found very little reason to jump into the markets amid ongoing worries regarding the Fed and when it may begin to wind down its stimulus program. Now, first we begin on the U.S. economic front, which saw a very light docket as June wholesale inventories figures they were down 0.2%, missing expectations calling for a rise by 0.4%. At the same time, China's benchmark Shanghai Composite that rallied 1 week for the week on better than expected industrial output numbers for the month of July. At the same time, Chinese consumer prices that remained unchanged. And at the same time, with a marginally weaker Japanese yen helping Japan's Nikkei 225 index rebound, and oil prices today rising more than 1.5% on the strong Chinese data figures as well as Middle Eastern supply concerns, it looked to be quite the interesting and down finish to not only the session but the week as well for the big board. Speaking of which, taking a look now to see how the Dow Jones has continued to trade as the markets are about to close out. The Dow Jones Industrial Average The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell more than 100 points, dragged lower by Home Depot, and the Dow component Alcoa was the only one trading higher. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq also on the downside, and the volatility index traded above 15. Most key S&P sectors turned lower, led by telecoms and energy, and the Dow is poised to log its first weekly drop in 7 weeks. Taking a look now at today's major market movers, we first begin with shares of BlackBerry, which did soar. This after Reuters reported that the troubled smartphone maker is looking for the possibility of going private. Shares have plunged more than 30% in the last 3 months. And lastly, we finish with earnings. Priceline.com surging today after the travel website posted earnings that beat expectations, as well as the company handing in a strong outlook.